one smart, one dumb with
Yeah.
neckbeard.
All right. So in this segment, everybody, we're going to talk about one smart thing we noticed, one thing that's maybe different or caught us off guard that we thought was really smart that happened this weekend, and one dumb thing. Maybe a mistake by a ref, maybe a mistake, bad decision by a coach, maybe just something that a player did that we didn't think was very good. So one smart, one dumb. We're going to do this segment every week.
Oh, I
So
know. So a dumb thing would be doing a stream during a Bears Monday Night Football game when
yeah,
Aaron
so
Jones
that's
hit a
Dave's dumb.
27-yard touchdown. Who
Okay.
Derek has on his team.
That's right. And I'm playing
Do
Dave
not
in
call it a
fantasy right
comeback.
now. Okay, I'm playing Dave in fantasy right now. And if I've got some Vikings players on my team. Yes, I know I'm a Packers fan, but you got to do it sometimes. Aaron Jones, man.
And he
still
has
love
some
you.
Cowboys fans too.
And I do. I know. But if I end up beating Dave tonight in fantasy and the Bears lose, he's probably just going to leave the show, guys, just so you know. So this might be the last time you see Dave.
I had a
All right.
99% chance to win going into the fourth quarter.
So, okay, Dave, you know what? Let's get it out of the way for you since you want to watch this Bears game. What was one smart thing and one dumb thing that you noticed this weekend?
Greg Roman, San Diego Chargers, they love to run the ball. That's what he's known for. And then this year, week one, they actually used quite a few for some design runs for the quarterback, Justin Herbert. He's fantastic. His rookie year, he did amazing. And then he got hurt a little bit. He got hurt year to year. This year, they made some really smart design runs. So he didn't take a risk of getting some really big hits. And, they drew up some really great pass plays so that way he was able to drop back. And if the lanes were there, the game-winning run that he had to shut down the game was one of several that he had. So the running game, it isn't just the running back. They went out, they got Marion Hampton. We thought he is going to be fantastic. He got shut down. You saw Najee, was out a lot with his eye stuff. So I thought it was really smart to incorporate the quarterback into their run game. I really like that. And I think the Chargers are going to be interesting. They might actually not just do typical Chargers stuff, but who knows? It's only week one, but it's still, there's a little bit of hope.
Dude, Quentin Johnson looked like wide receiver one. That was crazy. Like after being a massive disappointment for basically 2 years, he looked unstoppable. And the Chiefs defense is no joke.
He's like the number one waiver wire pickup, probably.
Dude, I mean, I realize it's week one and everybody has up and downs, but like the Chiefs couldn't cover him. Like I couldn't believe it. Like they could not cover him. So that was something crazy. But yeah, really good scheme there by the Chargers. I agree. All right, what do you think was done this weekend, Dave?
Well, I said before the weekend that my smarter done thing was going to be a snap count for a certain defensive player for the Packers.
Your new favorite player, Micah Parsons?
My new favorite player, Micah Parsons.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say he played 29 snaps, and that was dumb to me. I said, given if he had a back issue, if he had to take any sort of the shot just to help relieve the pain in the back, you made that trade so that way you'd win the last game of the year, not the first one. You were in a pretty good spot, and don't get me wrong, he made an impact. He was out there for 29 snaps, so less than half of the defensive snaps. He only did one snap in the first quarter. I thought that was smart.
Right.
On his 29 snaps, he had 3 pressures, 1 sack, and he was on the field for 3 of the 4 sacks for Green Bay. So what does this tell me? Yes, he did make an impact. Unfortunately, without him, you only got 1 sack without him. So that's kind of, But at the same time, you had a good enough lead. Goff really wasn't doing anything. So I think it would have been beneficial just to rest him up because Thursday night, you all have to use him again against the Washington Commanders. So now he has to look. He has a mobile quarterback that he's going to have to go into. That's what you need him for. Nobody else on your defense can get after that quarterback. He's the only one that has the speed to do it. And now he might be a little bit sore and whatnot. I just would have liked that they would have held him to a pitch count below 20.
He did mention, Dave, himself that he needs to get a lot of rest before the next game.
Yeah. Dude, and I understand where you're coming from, Dave. Like, I wanted him on less than half the offensive snaps. Now, Detroit ran a ton of plays. So, like, maybe that made the count a little higher. And after he got his first sack, they didn't put him back out there. So, like, he had to get that first sack so that the crowd could go wild. I mean, let's be honest. That was pretty cool.
The headhunting sack.
That was
like I said,
cool.
the first quarter was smart. And even, when they brought him a couple of plays, they're smart about that. But, they didn't have to play him as much as they did in the second half.
No, I get what you're saying, but we needed to beat the Lions and embarrass them. And mission accomplished, folks. Mission accomplished. So,
all right. Keep your foot on the gas there.
You do. All right, let's go over to Hype. So let's go to you. What did you think was smart? What smart thing did you notice this weekend, Hype?
The only smart thing I saw was the Lions double teaming Micah Parsons. But I mean is they double team him correctly. Like if you watch tape, and you double team Micah Parsons and you kind of do a half double team where you're kind of like, oh, he's good. And then you kind of look around, he'll just sneak through you. The Lions knew we got to put 2 guys on him and both guys have to maul him the entire time. That's the only way you can stop this guy. And even when they did that, he still could sneak through sometimes. There's even pictures of both guys as simultaneously grabbing his face and doing like, whatever they possibly could, dirty moves, whatever, but you got to do what you got to do. That was literally like very smart of them, because if they had not properly double teamed him, he might have completely wrecked that game just himself, like even more. And but it shows you the desperation the Lions have. Their offensive line, I'm like, I don't know what's going on with that. But yeah, that was the one really smart thing I saw this week, where the Lions were smart enough to know that you have to fully double team Micah Parsons if you want to be able to stop him in the pass rush.
All right, that's good. All right, let's move on to mine. So the smart thing that I noticed, I'm actually going to go back to the first game of the year, the Cowboys and the Eagles. Play number 1. Dak spits on the floor, the ground of the stadium. When you see it in certain replays, it looks like he's spitting at Jalen Carter. He's not. Everybody knows he's not. But Jalen Carter comes over to start something, and Dak doesn't back off. Dak goads him and gets Jalen Carter to do something stupid. I think Dak was super smart, because Jalen's kind of a hothead.
He
Dak
also kind of looked at him and winked and smiled after
he
spit, though.
No, he 100% goaded him, because, and everyone's heard what happened now. Jalen's like, you spitting at me, and he just kind of smiled at him. And it's like, we know he wasn't, but hey, if Jalen's there, by the way, Jalen, don't be on three yards on the other side of the football on the first play of the game, okay? That was dumb in itself, but that's not what I'm talking about. Dak goaded him, kind of got in his face, didn't do anything wrong. Jalen spits on him. Eagles lose their best player. Now, Dallas ultimately lost that game, but I thought that was really smart by Dak. I thought Dak handled it very well.
They could have won that game, though, easily at the end.
And, even after the game, I thought Dak answered questions and handled it extremely well. But, yeah, that was pretty smart. I thought Dak kind of did a little bit of good gamesmanship there.
It was probably the best thing he's ever done as a NFL player.
I was actually like, good job, dude. Like, that was actually kind of impressive.
Jalen Carter completely out of the game.
I mean, I've never seen that. I don't think anyone's ever seen that before.
But so not only that, when you see the Eagles without Jalen Carter, they look like an average to above average.
Yeah, their defensive line was not doing well in that game.
They were not. Them. Hey, you get Jalen Carter out of there somehow, or be able to take him out. The Eagles are beatable.
Do you remember years ago when Ndamukong Suh got it for stepping on a Packer guard?
Yeah.
Like he was on the ground. Do you remember what that guard did right before that?
No.
He was grabbing his shoe and he went with the shoe.
Oh, yeah. That's right. In the pile.
So he goaded it. Yeah, so that was, everyone saw that. You always see the second part, you never see the first. So
that's right.
He's the same kind of guy. He's big, he's bad, he's mean, and you can get him overheated and you don't think.
Yep. All right, now let's go on to my dumb thing. Okay, and this is dumb for a couple of reasons. So I'm going to stick to actually another game, the Friday night game, the Chiefs-Chargers game. And the dumb thing is Mahomes thinking he's a sideline ballerina. Look, man, go out of bounds. Or don't go out of bounds. You doing this thing where you're somewhat going out of bounds, not going out of bounds, trying to get penalties, and then you act like you're a badass because the Charger safety pulls up to let you out, and then you smack him. Like, dude, you have basically told the league to headhunt you when you go to the sideline, and you are going to get rocked one day. And that backup safety that's playing is going to hurt you because you think you're fucking special. That was so dumb. You are basically asking yourself to get hurt, Mahomes. The sideline rule is there to protect you. You've been taking advantage of it. I get it. It's pretty clever, but you've gone to the point now where it's dumb and you're trying to be tough about it. You are going to get rocked and it's going to cost you. It is so dumb to keep playing that game. Go out of bounds and take your yards, man. Don't start acting like you're a tough guy out there, because trust me, there's way tougher guys than
he's
you.
giving people shoulder shivers as he's going out of bounds.
It's just dumb.
Some WWE guy.
He's already abused the rule, and to his credit, that's what good players do. They play within the rules and find ways to stretch them and things like that, right? I get that. That's gamesmanship. Do what you got to do.
Didn't that happen in the Packer game 2 years ago? As one of your guys, it got too close to the sideline, and it was a clean hit.
It was 100% clean hit because his foot was still in bounds.
Because it's Mahomes.
And he got the flag anyway. But I'm telling you, it's going to get to the point where, he's going to have a foot out of bounds and someone's is going to rock him because they're just going full steam because they don't expect him to step out. Or, You know, like, but he's ruining his advantage. I'm telling you right now, it's going to come back to cost him.
Also, though, I mean, defenses are running around so fast now. Like you on those sidelines, you want to hit him. Oh, I get a penalty. Who cares if I take Mahomes out of the game?
Yeah,
like,
we're going to win.
Game
exactly.
Over.
And that's what I'm saying. Like maybe you lose, like if you're a backup safety, nobody knows who you are. If you smack up Patrick Mahomes, people will remember you. That might get you a job.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
The Packers used to do that in the 80s to the Bears. They're like, we're going to lose, but we're going to try to injure the Bears players. They used to do that.
Hey, didn't you have a hit list on somebody's towel?
I think that was true. I've heard that's true, but he didn't.
I don't condone that. I'm not trying to get everyone hurt, but I'm just saying people do that.
We're not trying to be Sean Payton here, you know, and put people's names on lists. But all right, let's move on. So that's the end of that segment, and let's go into the next one.
We didn't say our dumb ones yet.
No, you did. Did you not say your dumb one? I did. I just did my dumb one. Dave did his dumb one.
I did.
What was your dumb one? Okay, we'll do your dumb one then. I missed
my
it.
Dumb one is really dumb. My dumb one is everything Jerry Jones is doing. So Mike McCarthy was on TV and he admitted that Jerry Jones told him, hey, everything we talk to in private's real. Everything that we do outside of this building or outside this office and the press is all lies and all just fake stuff I do to manipulate people.
It's all part of the
soap opera. Stuff you hear about Micah Parsons being a bad teammate, about all this stuff about him needing injections, all of it is completely a fucking lie. Like it's all like they literally had Cowboys players come out and say, I don't know what any of this is talking about. Like we actually liked Micah Parsons, like as a teammate, like maybe it's ex-players or something, but he's like the guys in the locker room right now. The Cowboys didn't have any problem with Micah Parsons at all. And then that this is also giving like locker room material to the Packers and Micah Parsons to galvanize even more and be like, oh, everyone's talking trash about our boy Micah Parsons. So that just, I think, pumped it up to the next level for Micah Parsons and the Packers. And you saw them on the field. They played like their hair was on fire. So thanks, Jerry Jones, for all of your amazing genius PR moves.
Honestly, dude, I think Jerry got to a point after like 20 years of sucking and them sucking in the playoffs where like he just wants the Cowboys to be the most important team, not the best team, like the team that's on TV the most. And he's admitted it to a point where he's basically said, if no one's talking about the Cowboys, I'm going to find something for them to talk about. Like he wants to be the center of attention more than he wants to win. And yeah, this pretty much proves that. So thank you, Jerry.
Well, he gives stuff for his fans to talk about because most Cowboy fans are just front runners anyways. So anything they hear, they're like, oh, that's true. Oh, Jerry said this, you know, but it's all just him feeding them stuff. Like they don't care about winning football games.
Yep. So the one dumb thing is Jerry Jones' entire football decision-making process. Is that correct?